Chancellor Cummings, the students have now assembled for the 2015 Fall Commencement exercises for the School of Graduate Studies and Research. Please remain standing for the invocation by Dr. David Nickel, Professor and Chair of the Department of Philosophy and Religion.
Let us be in an attitude of prayer. Spirit of knowledge and truth, we gratefully acknowledge your presence with us on this special day, a day of transition and a day of transformation. And we thank you that you have been with us each and every step of the way. We now give thanks for the accomplishments of our graduates, especially for the knowledge and wisdom they have acquired, for questions they have asked, and for answers they have found, and for questions they are still pursuing. We give thanks for those who have taught and worked beside them, and all who have supported them along the way. We give thanks for deep friendships that have been forged here and that will hopefully endure. Remove from our graduates undue anxiety about the future and any confusion of purpose. Grant to them a commitment to justice and to the common good as our graduates commence new adventures. Bless this moment and bless these lives that we have shared and the lives that we begin today. We pray this, source of light and life. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Nickel. Please join in singing the Star Spangled Banner, performed by student soloist DeAndrea Hargett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, DeAndrea. Please take your seats. Graduates and honored guests, I am pleased to welcome you this evening to the commencement ceremony of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke School of Graduate Studies and Research. As we know, commence means to start. Graduates, this event marks the start of a new and exciting time for you, for your life. I can assure you, I can attest, your life will have many, many more chapters. I recently started a new chapter as chancellor of this university, which holds a special place in my heart and helped mold me from the time I was a boy. I couldn't have embarked on this journey without a supportive family, most notably my wife and best friend, Rebecca, who joins us tonight. I would like to publicly thank her for being by my side every step of the way. Rebecca, would you please stand? Graduates, many other representatives from our university community are also here to celebrate your accomplishments, including faculty and staff, trustees, and other special guests. It is our tradition to put the flags of our international graduates' home countries on the stage, and that is why you see a Chinese flag here tonight to honor a business school student who is graduating tonight from University of North Carolina at Pembroke. I would like to recognize members of the platform party who are here to support your achievement, but will not be speaking in this evening's ceremony. I will ask each to please stand and remain standing and be recognized as their names are called. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Members of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke's Board of Trustees present tonight include Mr. Bob Caton, Mr. Pat Corso, Ms. Candace Locklear, Mr. Don Metzger, Ms. Lorna Ricotta, Jarrett Sampson, and Mr. Larry Stone, and Mr. Alfonso McRae. Senior administrators of the university present tonight include Dr. Lisa Schaeffler, Interim Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Mr. Carlton Spellman, Interim Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration, Ms. Wendy Lowry, Vice Chancellor for Advancement, Mr. Joshua Malcolm, General Counsel for the university, Mr. Dick Christie, Athletic Director, Mr. Dan Candy, Chief of Staff, Dr. Meredith Storms, Interim Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. William S. Thomas, Interim Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Karen L. Stanley, Interim Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Mark Milowitz, Dean of the Esther Maynor Honors College, Susan Witt, Dean of the Library Sciences, Dr. Irene P. Aiken, Associate Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research, Natricia Drake, Associate Registrar, Ukaya Whittington, Assistant Registrar. Please join me in applauding the platform party. As I mentioned, we are joined by faculty tonight. I now ask that they rise to be recognized. Graduates, please join me in applauding your faculty. It is because of their hard work and dedication to this school that our graduates are here today. You deserve much credit. Thank you. We're always pleased when our alumni return to campus. I ask that any alumni, including faculty members who graduated here, please stand and be recognized. Please give them a round of applause. Tonight, we also want to recognize a university staff member who was honored last month at the Governor's Mansion for dinner for going above and beyond the call of duty. Annette Straub, Executive Assistant in the Office of Enrollment, received the Governor's Award for Excellence in Customer Service. The award acknowledges state employees for their outstanding accomplishments beyond the scope of their normal duties. Ms. Straub is credited with finding solutions for students who feel like they have nowhere else to turn for help with registration, financial aid, and other academic and real-life issues. Please join me in thanking Ms. Straub for her service and congratulating her on her award. I now call to the podium Ms. Kelly Blue, Chairwoman of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke Board of Trustees, who will bring greetings from the trustees. She will be followed by Samantha Simon, President of the Graduate Student Organization, Staff Council Chair, Dr. Nicolette Campos, and by Faculty Senate Chair, Dr. Scott Hicks. Dr. Hicks then also will introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Sivi Mangini.
Chancellor Cummings, distinguished platform party, it is with great pleasure and tremendous pride that I greet you with congratulations to the class of 2015 on behalf of the UNCP Board of Trustees. I join the UNCP alumni and friends and family, especially the parents of these graduates, as we celebrate their success of earning college degrees. Graduates, tonight is an occasion for you to revel in the memories you've made and celebrate the experiences you've enjoyed here at UNCP. I hope you will celebrate with pride and joy the conferring of your hard-earned degree, and most importantly, embrace the future with the confidence that only comes from earning an outstanding education. As you leave UNCP tonight as a respected alumnus with continued support from our dedicated faculty, as UNCP alumni, it is your responsibility to use the knowledge and training you've received here to improve the lives of others throughout the rest of your life. The UNCP trustees are confident that you will represent this university well, armed with the degree that you are about to receive and the shared camaraderie of more than 22,000 UNCP alumni. Once again, congratulations on your outstanding success.
Good afternoon. My name is Samantha Simon, and I have had the honor and privilege to serve as president of UNCP's Graduate Student Organization for this past semester. Getting to know and work alongside some of these brilliant minds from all different backgrounds has taught me that graduate students are a different breed. I have never before worked with so many open-minded and giving individuals until I got here. You've got jobs, families, kids, and other priorities, while still focusing on school and projects, and yet you still find time to give back to the community and make your time here at UNCP memorable. All of those long nights of finishing up papers that, in all honesty, you probably only have the abstract done. All of the cramming, strategically studying for the midterm, and all of the hours of experience you've accumulated have been worth it. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing all of your future accomplishments. No matter where you go in life, you will always be a brave, so come back and see us. We would love to hear about what you do with your degree and skill set. Congratulations to each and every graduate. You did it.
Good evening. On behalf of all UNCP staff, I would like to congratulate you on a job well done. You have worked diligently, balancing your responsibilities of homework, research, internship hours, work, and family. At times, you may have wondered, is this really worth it? But your presence here today indicates that it was indeed well worth the effort, the dedication, and the sacrifices you made. We hope that we staff have made a difference in your life, and we hope that you'll keep in touch. And maybe you'll even visit from time to time. Remember to make every day count in your lives and the lives of others. With the conferring of your degree, you will have an increased civic responsibility to make your community a better place. To help you with this mission, keep your passion for your field burning brightly by reminding yourself why you came to UNCP and why you chose the field that you chose. This will help keep you motivated and focused on your goals. Pause for a moment to take stock of all you have accomplished and then forge onward to show your community what it means to be brave. Again, we staff congratulate you on a job well done.
On behalf of the faculty of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, I bring you my congratulations to you, our university's newest graduates. It's been our pleasure and honor to teach you. We hope that we have challenged you with tough questions, and we hope that you will take your answers with you beyond this campus. We hope, too, that we have helped you accomplish things you didn't think you could, and we hope that you will inspire others to make our world a better place for all of us. With these hopes, then, we are joyful to be here with you today, celebrating your graduation. Your accomplishment today is well earned. We applaud you, and we thank your family and friends for supporting you. No matter where life takes you, we hope you will come back to campus often for lifelong learning, the fine arts, and sports events. What's more, we urge you to become an advocate and champion for new generations of UNCP students. No matter what you do next, we implore you to keep questioning, learning, critiquing, and creating, living daily and deeply the education you've gained here at UNC Pembroke. Put simply, my colleagues and I congratulate you and wish you the best in every chapter of life. It's now my great honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Siva Mangini, Chair of the Department of Chemistry and Physics, a member of the faculty of the Esther G. Maynor Honors College and the School of Graduate Studies and Research, and most important, recipient of the 2015 UNC Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. Annually, one professor at each of the 17 UNC campuses receives the award. My faculty colleagues and I are honored that he stands before you today, the epitome of excellence in teaching, research, and service. Dr. Mangini joined the faculty in the Department of Chemistry and Physics as a teaching associate in 1996, and he earned tenure in 2006. He came to Pembroke from France, where he earned his doctorate and conducted postdoctoral research. A native of the Tamil Nadu province of India, he earned a bachelor's degree in biochemical engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology, a second master's degree in chemical engineering from the University of Toronto, and a PhD from the Université de Technologie de Compiègne in France. Dr. Mangini studied in 3 languages, Tamil, English, and French, but he went to France without knowing a word of the language. Nevertheless, he finished at the top of his class in just 3 years. At that point, he was offered a postdoctoral fellowship with one of the nation's top scientists. He stands before you today a distinguished scholar with many publications, dozens of conference presentations, and significant grant work to his credit. As one of his colleagues told the Faculty Awards Committee, he is a dynamic and powerful communicator who possesses the gift of being able to make complex subjects like chemistry understandable and pertinent to real life. Perhaps, though, Dr. Mangini's highest commendations come from his students. He has mentored 118 student research projects, and students praise him for his approachability, enthusiasm, passion, and dedication. He was there for students 24/7, one student reported. There was never a bad time to ask Dr. Mangini a question. Another described Dr. Mangini as, quote, truly a professor who cares, end quote. The student gives Dr. Mangini credit for preparing him for competitive postgraduate studies. Under Dr. Mangini's guidance, I was granted the opportunity to conduct research in microgravity with NASA and graduate with honors, the student reports. I would submit that it's Dr. Mangini's love for his discipline that makes him such a respected and powerful teacher. He says, as a teacher, I believe it is important to motivate students in and out of the classroom by demonstrating a passion for the subject and real-world applications of difficult concepts. Great things happen when students have positive energy and thinking, he says. And he adds, students also need a guru, which is a teacher, and teachers can change your life. Commencement speakers can change your life too, I believe, and I ask you to join me in welcoming my colleague, Siva Mangini, to this podium, and I invite you to take his words to heart as you celebrate this momentous occasion in your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Hicks, for a nice introduction. I think your introduction is longer than my speech. Chancellor Cummings, members of the Board of Trustees, members of the Platform Party, faculty and staff, parents and friends, and most of all, the graduating students of 2015. Smile. Good evening. I'm honored to be with you today at your commencement ceremony from one of the most distinguished universities that you have had privilege to call home and which will remain home in the future. Commencement ceremonies mark the beginning of the new chapter in the lives of all of you sitting here today and is a symbol of your hard work and commitment to a successful future. My warm congratulations to each and every one of you achieving this significant milestone. During your time here, you have taken exams and written papers. Some of you have pulled all-nighters, and some of you have pushed to the limits of your sanity. Despite that you have succeeded, you are here to celebrate your accomplishment, and you are going to go and will do great things and make our society to a better place. We are here to honor you and wish you Godspeed on your life's journey. Your professors and advisors have prepared you well. But still you have to write one more paper, the most important paper, possibly, probably the scariest one of all, your resume. The magical paper which will enable you to open the doors that have been dreaming all those years. Your resume will state all great things that you have accomplished, but it cannot possibly describe the sweat and tears that went into accomplishing it and hurdles that you have had surpassed to reach your goal. As I look at you today, that is what stands foremost in my mind. These valuable assets that you have gained, which has prepared you for the next stage in your journey. Your tenacity and single-minded purpose for the goal has brought you to the moment. I am honored as one of the faculty members to be part of that journey. For a teacher, there is nothing more rewarding than to see our students succeed. And I have unique opportunity to do that by witnessing and being part of the most special day of your lives. After many years of teaching and standing in front of a full classroom, talking in front of my students is quite different than to stand in front of you today, hoping to share my thoughts that you will remember long after you hang up your cap and gown. Unfortunately, they told me that I could not use any of my usual material, no oxidation, no reduction, and I'm not allowed to bring my friends from the periodic table. When pondering about the content of the speech, I was advised to give you some pointers useful to you to this juncture of your lives. Again, unlike the elements in my beloved periodic table, of which I could explain every aspect and predict what would happen to each one in any scenario, you are not a chemical element of which I could predict precisely who you are and what will happen to you in the future. I thought about my life's journey that has brought me before you today to share in your joy and to share with you some of the wisdom I gained in my experience through the words that were my driving force, which I believe should be yours as well. These 7 words are passion, self-drive, determination, perseverance, humility, patience, open-minded, and joyful. I think that if you have taken a class with me or have met me during your time at UNCP, one thing that defines who I am will be my first word, which is passion. My passion is for sciences and specifically for chemistry. That true love and passion for my work is what I wish each and every one of you to find when you're looking for your first job and launching your career. Believe me, when I tell you love of science just did not blossom out of the blue one day. Before becoming one of your professors at UNCP, life took me on many journeys before bringing me here. But science was always the connecting link of every event in my life. I have always been passionate about science and was blessed to be able to pursue every single day of my life. The next word is self-driven. Born in large family, when education was valued, unfortunately my parents did not have any education at all, and so they strived to provide for my siblings and I. My parents trusted all of us to study hard, do well in school, and have a better life than they had. Yet I was not driven and didn't apply myself in school at all. As the middle child in the family of 9, I was turned around by the example of my 2 elder brothers, Saravanan and Saminathan. They became role models and were first generation of college graduates. Even though our parents consistently told us the value of education, my brothers didn't need to be told to work hard. They were first in their respective classes and grew to be successful in life. I saw my brothers in the college while I was in the middle school, and I knew that I wanted to follow in their footsteps. I had to rely on my hard work to compensate for my lackluster performance in those early years and to be able to catch up with the gaps in my knowledge. But I also became lucky when my first awakening to science happened in the middle school, when one of my science teachers inspired me of his style of teaching. I decided that I was going to impress that teacher and started working hard by solving not only the assigned work, but on every example in my work, in my book, that I could lay my hands on. This persistence is being self-driven in my studies continues to this day, and I always start my day early in the morning solving a series of problems in science. One thing led to the other, and success started becoming mine. due to my own efforts and my drive to emulate my brothers who were by then in college and excelling in their respective fields, and my grades improved dramatically. At that juncture, my parents started to tell my younger siblings to follow my example, which was a proud moment of my personal achievements. So the word self-driven definitely kick-started my academic journey. The next word I want to talk about is determination. Remember, that is what your resume can unfortunately not showcase. Determination to succeed was what took me across 3 continents, finally bringing me to stand in front of you. Your biggest asset will be that determination can follow your dreams and make them come true. You should embrace it. I know I did. Every moment of your life when you face struggle, think of it as a challenge and as a learning opportunity of life. Your attitude will then show the world your strength and your determination. I will give you an example for my life illustration. My dream has always been to complete my doctorate. Again, to be in par with my siblings who were now a surgeon, and the other is a PhD in chemical engineering. So it was my goal to earn my PhD. Due to life circumstances and successful matchmaking skills of my parents, I ended up marrying my charming wife, Andal. After completing my second master's degree, I decided maybe my dream was just that, and I had to put it aside in order to take care of my growing family. And by that time, my son Satish was born. Out of the blue, an opportunity to work on a PhD program in France was opened to me. This is where my next word, perseverance, helped me obtain my PhD. Although hailing from a French-speaking region of India, I did not know French. The opportunity was great, but the challenge was that I would have to write and defend my thesis in French. When I reflect upon my decision to go to France and pursue my PhD, I can't help, but I think that I must have been crazy. Because after I moved to France, I could barely string together a sentence in French. I sat there for 3 weeks in my class with 85 other students in that graduate program. Here I was expected to function at a higher academic level, and I could not even communicate at a simple social level, and I was quite ready to quit that program. But my wife would not let me. She had grown up in France and was fluent in French, and she supported my dreams and said that you have the science background. Learning the language is just a small hurdle. She reminded me my determination in becoming at the beginning of this journey and would let it dissipate. She refused to let me change my mind. If you had met my wife, you would know that she does not take no or maybe for an answer. And I was able to slowly regain my determination. I focused on improving my language skills, and actually I did very well, to the point where I did complete my degree in just 3 years, and to top it all, as a top student in my class. I wrote and defended my dissertation in French. I was even offered a postdoctoral fellowship with one of the top scientists in France. I would say perseverance was the reason my dream became reality. It also helped to have a strong wife who was not only supporting but also pushed me every step of the way. At this point, I think a quote of my wife likes to say to my children by Mary Kay Ash. Aerodynamically, the bumblebee doesn't be able to fly, but the bumblebee doesn't know it, so it goes on flying anyway. You will face many challenges in your life, some small and some so great, you wish you could run and hide from them. To reach your highest potential, remember to surround yourself with the people that push you to make you better. Perseverance will take you far. The next 2 words I will share with you today are humility and patience. In France, I spent a great deal of time in the lab. I was in a hurry to finish my research. Every day, Dr. Geoffrin, who was a famous scientist, the best in biomedical sciences in France, would walk past me and on his way to the lab. I know who he was, but I thought that he did not know who I was. And he would even acknowledge my greetings and would walk past me, not even glancing at me. He was working in the lab adjacent to our lab. So this ritual went on every day. I would greet Dr. Geoffrin, bonjour, and he would not even look at me. The day after graduation, Dr. Geoffrin called me. And he said, "Hey, congratulations, Siva." And he offered me the postdoctoral position, which I was really amazed. So the bottom line here is, never think that the people do not notice you. Continue to be true to yourself, and good things will find you. Humility is not a sign of weakness. It is a quiet resolve that makes you stand out in a crowd of smart people with your genuineness. My next word is open-minded. When you are going to be faced with the career choices, you have to be open-minded and look at all possible options that are offered to you. Sometimes you may overlook something that would be perfect fit for you. When you are open-minded, life provides you with a chance encounters that you did not anticipate. Always remember that your life reflects the choices that you make. Never let go of any chance encounter. You would be surprised how random encounters entirely change your life, just like it happened to me in my life. While I was working in New Delhi, India, after completing my master's degree, one of my co-workers told me that a guest speaker from France was giving a lecture in the field of my interest at IIT New Delhi. I attended the lecture and happened to meet that speaker, Dr. Viji. Was not only from South India, but she happened to work in France. As she was pressed of time, she invited me to meet her that evening. As my wife speaks French fluently, I decided to take her for that informal meeting. One thing led to the other, and before we knew it, Dr. Viji invited me to join a research team to work on a postdoctoral degree program. She not only became my doctorate advisor, but became part of our family. She is my daughter, Satyapriya's godmother, and to this day is part of every important event in our family. When I went to hear her speech, if I left without further thoughts, my life would have been entirely different. That chance encounter changed the course of my life. I was an avid fan of science with fascination of technology. Engineering was my career choice. Upon completing my doctoral program under Dr. Viji, was the one who introduced me Dr. Len Holmes from UNCP, who was the visiting professor at that lab that time when I was doing my program, and invited me to come to UNCP. Dr. Jose Daruda was the department chair at that time, hired me, and I had the opportunity to move to US and join the members of our chemistry and physics department at UNCP. If I had balked at the teaching opportunity for not having any connection with engineering, I would not have realized the greatest potential, the true passion which is teaching and mentoring amazing students. So the word open mind really a defining word in my life. Chance encounters, and they do happen for a reason. On this special day, for my last word, joyful, I want you to remember the day you started college, when you first stepped out of your parents' home and experienced the total freedom and the liberating lifestyle of a college campus. Your inner curiosity was sharp, and you were willing to take chances on opportunity that presented themselves to you with enthusiasm. Never let that feeling of joy go. It will serve you well in your future. It will make the difference between a job you have to do and the job you love to do. Wherever you go, you need to be able to jump up with a joy for the new day and embrace the new opportunity that come with it. For me, it happens every day when I come to campus, when I get to interact with each and every one of my students, and when I stand in front of the classroom ready for questions. Those of you who know me and had one of my classes, you know I love questions. When I hear the confused voice of a student asking a question, it's the best feeling I have, as it allows me the opportunity to dispel the confusion, and all this brings me true happiness. Where does your true happiness happen? Make sure that your job and career choice brings you joie de vivre and an experiment to each day. I know that not every day is going to be a party, but you have the power to turn each day into a worthwhile experience. Let me recap the words that I shared with you: passion, self-driven, determination, perseverance, humility, patience, open-minded, and joyful. I feel that these words have shaped me into the person I am today. Last, I would like to share with you some thoughts about a poem we are taught in school in India that correlates teaching and learning to godliness. This is something that is very important in my culture and I was ingrained into me as a child. Our Indian culture always placed the teacher on par with the parents. The teacher is a person responsible to impart knowledge to students once they leave their parents behind, and who is responsible to put them on path leading to their future. When a teacher has to chide a student and for not reaching their potential, it is not to be spiteful or make their lives miserable. They do so because they genuinely care and with the hope that the students will take ownership of the knowledge imparted and take it one step further, which would explain why so many of us teachers think about their students as their children. Each one of you whom I have had the privilege to teach will be mine forever, and your success will always be the wings that will continue to inspire my teaching. Like the lines I learned as a child, I always believed that guru or teacher is an integral part of the student's life. My personal belief is that it is the student who are responsible to create the good teacher and not the other way around. Without students to teach and inspire, a teacher is simply another person. And to each and every one of you I had the privilege to teach, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your teacher. When you leave here today, I hope that you will remind your children of your home here in Pembroke and bring them back to not only for a visit, but also for us to have the opportunity to teach them and to see them blossom like you did today. As I get ready to wish you well and Godspeed, let me say, smile, keep it, success, achieve it. Confidence, trust it, love, value it. And as for knowledge, do not stop acquiring it. Before I conclude, I would like to thank all the soldiers and all the people in the military here. They are taking care of this whole country. Let us thank them. And also, I would like to thank all the doctors and nurses. They are taking care of our lives. And lastly, I would acknowledge all the farmers. They are feeding us. So let us not forget them. Chancellor Cummings, members of the Board of Trustees, members of the Platform Party, faculty and staff, parents and friends, and most of all, the members of the graduating class of 2015. Thank you for giving me the honor to share your most memorable day and for allowing me to share these few thoughts with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mangini. Education gives you opportunities, it gives you choices in life, and it can give you the opportunity to work at a job that you love, as you pointed out, Dr. Mangini. My son graduated from UNC Pembroke, and I remember him coming home many times talking about Dr. Mangini, how he made it fun to learn chemistry and physics. That's a tough act. Thank you. Join me again. I'm so glad we can honor you this way. I'd like to thank Chairman Blue, Ms. Simon, Ms. Campos, and Dr. Hicks for their earlier remarks. And now it's time to turn our attention to you, the graduates. I am pleased to begin the degree granting ceremony, and I now ask Provost Zoe Locklear to present the candidates for degrees.
Thank you, Chancellor. Chancellor Cummings, I call upon the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research, Dr. Rebecca Bullard-Dillard, to present to you the candidates for degrees who will be awarded diplomas upon completion of all requirements of their degree programs as prescribed by the faculty, the Board of Trustees of the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, and the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina.
I ask all candidates for graduate degrees from the School of Graduate Studies and Research to please stand and remain standing. Chancellor Cummings, the School of Graduate Studies, the graduate program directors, graduate faculty, and I are pleased to present the candidates for the following graduate degrees: Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Public Administration, Master of School Administration, and Master of Social Work.
Chancellor Cummings, all candidates for degrees are hereby presented.
That's what happens when you go by a script. Thank you, Dr. Dillard. I now ask all faculty to stand and remain standing in support of these graduates and as confirmation of their meeting the rigorous standards set forth by the university. I now ask all UNCP alumni present today in the faculty, on the platform, or in the audience to stand and remain standing as witnesses to the conferral of these degrees and the acceptance of these students into the ranks of loyal alumni. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, by the authority vested in me by the boards of governors and trustees, and upon their completion of all requirements, I will confer upon these candidates the degree for which they have satisfied requirements with all its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Please join me, everyone, in applauding these students. Everyone, you may be seated now. Dr. Jonathan Drehos, Associate Professor and Director of Theater in the English, Theater, and Foreign Languages Department, will present the names of those candidates who are present today.
Since individual graduates are recognized by calling their names as they walk across the stage, we ask the entire audience to be respectful of the graduates and their families. We also ask that you remain seated and stay for the entire ceremony. An additional garment, a hood, as well as a robe that is wider at the sleeves than the baccalaureate gown, recognizes graduates who have attained their master's degrees. Dr. Rebecca Bullard Dillard, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research, has the honor of hooding these students on stage. Will the candidates for master's degrees please step forward as their names are called? School of Graduate Studies Master of Arts, Health and Physical Education, Latia Montrese Brown. Jonathan Lewis Childress. James Al Davis Jr. Max Bladesdell Gagnon. Randy Hernandez. Sade Sherelle Ray. Olivia Ray Scott. Bo Matthew Thompson. Mathematics Education, Anna Blair Hare. Music Education, Shirita Marie Jackson. Megan Gray Truelove. Master of Arts in Education, Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Teresa Joy Brockington. Leona Kimberly D'Amico. Quinetta Michelle Johnson. Ashley Nicole Lowry. Satanja Shaylee Valenzuela. Elementary Education, Carla Crystal Bethay. Cassie Cantoria Lynn Chavis. Brittany Nicole Dawson. Morsini Delarice Hunter. Lauren Camille Locklear. Nakia Lane McDougald. Katera Leanne Oxendine. Reading Education, Ashkia Chavis. Megan Ann Lounsbury. Social Counseling, Shaheen Marie Ansari. Jerry Wayne Bittle. Dolly Lee Bryant Dawson. Shannon Rebecca Caudle. Shandora Locklear Chavis. Jordan E. Edge. Krista Long Jones. Casey Young Lewis. Kathy Callahan McCoy. Christina K. Mormon. Kristen Leah Oxendine. Unique Sade Powell. Sarah McElduff Radford. Tina Marie Rowan. Kristen Ivy Sharp. Sadie Freeman Shaver. Whitney K. Steen. Ashley Brooke Warren. Master of Arts in Teaching, Science Education, Stephanie Locklear McNeil. Julie Kosha Phillips. Master of Business Administration, Louis Duran Adams. Sabrina Spalding Chavis. Master of Public Administration, Diana Tubbs Baker. Brittany Victoria Britt. Lauren Alexandra Britt. Katrina Louise Callahan. Raymond Owen Evans. Ashley Burgess Johnson. Delicia Renee Lee. Tracy Michelle Paris. Brian Elliott Patterson. Heather Wilson Thomas. Sarah Elise Devlin Walker. Joelle Donnelly Wiggin. Charles Jason Williams. Samantha Lloyd Woolenweber. Master of School Administration, Barbara Adams. Leslie Siobhan Bailey. Angela Wimbley Colvin. Fallon Deloise Fuller. Billy Dean Haggins. Julia Hires McPherson. Vanessa Lynn Ruffin. Jennifer Walter Wiley. Master of Science in Nursing, Heather Nicole Norton. Cheryl Walters Spate. Master of Social Work, Alicia Lynn Broadus. Whitney D. Brown. Crystal Gaynell Lassiter. Leandra Janine Sally. Christine Ann Weatherspoon. Chancellor Cummings, all candidates for degrees have now been presented.
Thank you, Dr. Drehos. I was telling some of them, this is the most expensive picture of yourself you've ever taken. Take time, enjoy it. It's worth a second or two. I now invite to the podium the president of the UNC Pembroke Alumni Association, Mr. Rudy Locklear.
Thank you, Dr. Cummins. As graduate students, this graduation may be in a series accompanied by others. Nevertheless, it's just as memorable. Your journey as a brave will serve as a lasting testament of your willingness to self-betterment, dedication, and academic efficiency. As you now venture into your various avenues of life, remember the fabric that holds you together as a brave family. It is our hope that UNCP has impacted your personal and professional lives in such a manner that others may witness this nurturing light of prosperity radiating from you. As the world awaits your grand reentry as a revitalized brave, remember to stay connected to UNCP. Maintain that relationship that excelled you to where you are today. Keep your contact information current and give back, when possible, to aid others to soar to and beyond where you are now. I will leave you with these words. Be fluid in an ever-changing world, yet never recant or discount your beliefs. Be bold and courageous, yet humble and understanding. But greater than all of these guys, be yourself. Without further delay, on behalf of the UNCP Alumni Association Board of Directors, welcome to the UNCP Alumni Association. You've earned it. You've made it. Congratulations.
I want to recognize some very important guests who are with us today. For some of you, perhaps most of you, these are the most important people in the world. Would you please stand and remain standing as I call your group and as I recognize you? Please stand and remain standing, the parents or guardians of our graduates. Please remain standing, the spouses and children of our graduates. The grandparents and other family members of our graduates, please stand. And any special friends of our graduates, please stand. While these people are standing, it is my pleasure to invite our graduates to rise and show your appreciation for those you love, support, and for the interest that they've had in your life and in your future. Stand, please. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated at this point. We'll close out. Not yet. I would like to thank all of the offices and individuals who had a part in making this ceremony a very special occasion for all of us. At the conclusion of this ceremony, all graduates and their families and friends are invited to a reception with the faculty and deans in the University Center Annex. I urge you all to attend. We look forward to greeting you and celebrating the accomplishments of the graduates as they celebrate this very, very special night in their lives. The reception provides an opportunity for graduates to take pictures with faculty, family, friends, and loved ones. So please enjoy the reception and make memories that are befitting of the occasion. But before we leave, please give me a few minutes of your attention. As the first class of students to graduate since my arrival, I want you to know how special you are to me. I told my wife when we left tonight that tonight and tomorrow, 600 of our children will leave. I won't tell you what her response was. But the door is locked. You can't come back. As the first class of students to graduate since my arrival, again, I want to let you know how special you are. And you should be proud of yourself and proud of this university. Don't forget the people here who touched your life, whether they were faculty, staff, or your classmates. Stay in touch with each other and stay engaged with the university. UNC Pembroke has a long history, and you, as alumni, will be key to its future. I want you to envision how this place will look in 10 years and what you can do to make that vision a reality. We were founded 128 years ago by 7 American Indian men who realized the power, the potential, and the promise of education. Today, we sit on the most diverse campus in the South. A place where traditions are strong, where expectations are high, and where faculty and staff are focused on changing lives through education. A place where you are a name and not a number. Understand that no matter where you want to go in life, you can get there from here. Our alumni are spread across the world and include a Navy admiral, university provost, Division I basketball coach, NFL official, and national TV sportscaster. Thousands of UNCP graduates are making a difference every day right here in southeastern North Carolina in fields like medicine, dentistry, nursing, business, and teaching, just to name a few. This university has changed your life through education. Now it's your duty to better the lives of others. Always strive to leave things a little bit better than you found them. I wish you all the best, and pledge to you our ongoing support. Continue to make UNCP proud. Now please rise as we sing the Alma Mater, led by DeAndrea Hargett.
Where Carolina's lofty pine trees pierce the southern blue, proudly stands our alma mater, courageous, strong, and true. Black and gold floats on forever, symbol of loyalty. Pembroke, our alma mater, hail to UNCP.
Please remain standing for the recessional and remain at your seats while the graduate students and faculty exit. Congratulations, graduate. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, the very best of Festival of Lights, and safely enjoy the upcoming holidays. Thank you.